Okay. Which way should we do it? Should we just keep doing it the same way that we were?
We should start from the middle and like
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you guys both talk at the same time and you guys both talk at the same time?
Yeah,
Definitely.
Oh, I'm going first?
Oh, yeah, I thought
What?
I was joking because you were going to talk.
Okay.
You could go.
Or you could go.
I think Ben should go.
I should go.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
What makes you feel safe?
You do, Erica.
This whole process has been very good. You made us feel very comfortable.
People who are encouraging and people who, you know aren't really gonna mess with you or like try and screw you up and are like genuinely on your side make me feel very safe. Like having people in my corner.
I love the beach. Anywhere, any beach.
Why?
I love beaches because I get kind of claustrophobic sometimes. It's just one of my things. So when you're at the beach, you can just like look into the ocean and there's like a lot of space to exist.
I agree with Ben. I think my friends make me feel very safe. I really love my friends because I don't have a lot of them, but the ones that I do have, like I know that they really care about me.
Taking photos, like out shooting, because, like you said, like routine, but this is out of routine, and I feel sometimes that I'm like stuck in a certain routine, and this really breaks apart. But taking photos like helps me like realize what's there and what's not. My parents, and they make me feel safe. Although sometimes like I want to break away from them, they're still always there, and they always will be there.
Parents' room. I like my own room a lot too, of course. But I think that there's something about like another room that's, I don't know. I used to get really, really bad nightmares as a kid. Almost every night, like I would just wake up and not be able to sleep. And so I would go and I would sleep in their room. And I think that there's still something that like, there's still some kind of identification that I have with that room. And like I work at a camp like on Saturdays, and I think that that's like one of the most safe places for me because I'm working with kids that are like 6 to 10, and even then like they make me feel really secure that it's not all on me all the time. Like I'm not the only link in the chain, you know, like everyone else is equally as important, and if I fail, someone else is gonna have my back, and so we're gonna be able to like create something together that isn't just because you put yourself into it, but it's because everyone did. The end product is something that everyone made together and that you were instrumental in but not the only part of, and so that makes me feel pretty safe.
Routines where like I have things that I know that I can do, am comfortable doing, and actually want to do. Like I feel like some of like the most like unsafe, like scary thoughts for me are the thoughts where like there's nothing that I really like care about doing. You know, it's like I come home, it's like, yeah, school is a routine, coming home is a routine, homework is a routine, but not like having like I guess passion to do anything else. So like looking forward to going to school, that routine, and then looking forward to coming home and painting or writing and doing like homework and then sleeping, like those are routines, like something just to fall back on that isn't because I'm bored, like something that I fall back on by choice.
Like, what makes you feel unsafe in like general? It could be inside, outside. What just messes it up for you? What funks it up?
Apathy. Like, apathy or ignorance. I don't know, like I was on the train the other day going to my friend Ruby's house, and there was just like I haven't felt this angry publicly in a very long time, but I was sitting next to a woman on the train who like had her baby like on, I don't know, had her baby like this, and there were just like these like teenagers who just like didn't even notice that like the bag was like hitting her sort of, and it was just like hitting like the baby, and like she was like talking to them, but it wasn't even a matter of apathy. It was like they just didn't understand, like it was like a combination of apathy and ignorance. Like they just didn't understand what was so wrong about that, but there's no direct force of blame, and it's just like I hate like any scenario like that where somebody is getting their feelings hurt and somebody is not educated or sensitive is like what makes me feel like totally unsafe and out of control right now.
What makes you feel unsafe? Only boy in the room.
Being the only boy in the room. Obviously.
Yeah, this is gonna sound kind of contradictory and weird, but like both being in control of my life and not being in control of my life terrify me for different reasons. If I am in control of my life, there's so many decisions to make. Not being in control of your life, you don't know what happens, what's going to happen next, how does the story end, you have no idea. And really it's always kind of a mix of both. Really, you're never in control or not. You have certain aspects that you can change, you have certain things that you can do. So I don't know, I've always got both aspects to be kind of scared of, and I guess I'm trying to not be scared of things.
I think, I don't know how much sense this is gonna make, but like, maybe like a state of mind where I felt unsafe. Not necessarily because of other people, but you know, like you tell yourself things. Or I'm not like trying to infer anything, but I definitely think that your thoughts can be scary sometimes. Like ghosts. When I was little, ghosts freaked me out.
Right, those freak me out.
I felt unsafe because I was thinking about ghosts.
Regards to what Isabel was saying, I think that it's that kind of feeling that's unsafe. It's that you almost know that you're not going to get hurt, but you don't feel like you can get yourself away from the edge without like compromising yourself. I'm 6 to the L, and it's like during rush hour, and I'm at Union Square, and I am not a pusher, so I don't like push my way on the train, but so usually I end up, like after I miss 4 trains, at the end of the platform, and then I'm like right at the end of the platform, and that makes me so nervous because you can't back up. But I think what makes me unsafe is like you are the only one who can make that decision for yourself, and what if, like what Ben was saying, what if you make the wrong decision?
Everybody's favorite website that they visit daily.
Should we have like a discussion?
Yeah, explain why it's your favorite website.
First one, Netflix, because it is a huge movie and television database, and when I want to just kick back and have movies and TV at my disposal, I can do that. Spotify, I love Spotify because there's, like what Lindsay said, there's a lot of music. Also, I love making playlists. I don't know why, I like to organize things. The third one was Facebook. Part of what Senna said. I can get in touch with people that I don't live near or see very often, kind of see what they're up to. BuzzFeed, because it's really funny. I like BuzzFeed. And Google. Google is... I love Google. I can have like information on information at my disposal. I've heard from a lot of people in like the generation older than I am that like our generation is lazy, which I think is like partially true because we have like everything at our disposal, like on our computer.
All these apps like combined, like people expect you to know what's going on in their life, and at the same time they don't tell you. And there's also like such like that they use like a messenger to tell you, but that's not reliable at the same time. I wish like people could be more direct sometimes as opposed to doing it through like a second person. Self-absorption. Lately like I've encountered this with certain people as like they're expecting you to say something like that they think is so correct, but it's just like you're giving them a change of opinion, but because it conflicts with what they think, they get very angry at. It's something that I wish like a lot of kids in my generation can do, like be less self-absorbed. Also, you see it through Facebook a lot.
I guess when I go home and I open my computer, I like check Facebook first, I guess, and then I'm also on Tumblr, so I do check that, and I read an online magazine called Rookie, and then yeah, I like BuzzFeed too. Well, like I guess I was looking through Isabel's profile the other day on Facebook, and half of it is links that I've posted on it from BuzzFeed. Use the internet to find like scientific papers and to find research that wouldn't be accessible necessarily really readily in like a library unless you have access to a scientific library. And so I think the internet has kind of like expanded the ability of people who maybe aren't experts in everything. Like I'm definitely not a medical expert right now, but I think that I'm given the opportunity to be on my way to kind of having access to things that people who are doctors and surgeons and medical professionals have access to, and so that's pretty cool.
Like Reddit, Wikipedia, YouTube, and Amazon. Those are my 4. Amazon, primarily because of Kindle stuff. Because I get that's where I read most of my books, honestly, at this point. Because it's just like I got so many books just in my pocket. It's just like there. It's crazy. I can't. You can't take the internet in separate pieces. It's got to be as a whole.
Yeah. Like everything I could ever want is on Google Docs. Like all of like I have like all of my forms on Google Docs, but that's like an actual website. I guess other than that, like Facebook, because like I have a Facebook and like I go in it a lot. Like it's really bad to say this, but like I read studies that it also like stimulates like the effects of the brain like when you're on Facebook that you get from seeing people.
Your legs.
God then.
God.